But the stars are falling from the sky. Stars falling straight from the sky. Hey, the little bird disappeared in front of my eyes, and I know that everything's falling, falling. There ain't no stars to light the sky.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's look is my take on Kylie Jenner's birthday makeup. So you can watch her video over in her app, but I'm going to be using as many drugstore products as I possibly can to show you that you can recreate this with a lot cheaper products. So first I prime my lids using the Balm primer, and then I'm applying two transition colors. I'm using the Morphe brushes, kind of a soft brown, and then a more kind of cinnamon type brown. And Kylie's makeup artist actually used Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadows. So next I'm applying a little bit of tape, and I want to line the tape up with the end of my lower lash line and the end of my brow. So where I would normally create my flick, I'm just applying a little bit of tape, and this is just to help me create that really soft wing. So I'm taking a small flat eyeshadow brush and a little bit of black eyeshadow, and I'm creating kind of like a wing, a nice flick, but I'm creating it with the eyeshadow so it's a little bit more smoky. Now I made the mistake, when I watched the video I thought that this was very kind of focused on the liner, but she actually made hers a little bit more smoky than mine. Once everything is blended out, you can remove the tape and you'll be left with the most perfect line. And if you struggle with your eyeliner, this tip is perfect as well. So now I'm taking a copper pigment, I'm using a Makeupbysaz pigment, and I'm packing it on the lid. Once that's done, I'm going to go back with a blending brush and blend out any harsh lines using no additional product on my blending brush. Then I'm going in with my gel liner, and again just kind of going over the outline where I apply the eyeshadow, just to create a little bit of definition on the lid. Then I'm going to go in and apply my favourite false eyelashes of all time. They're the Red Cherry number 43s. They're nice and fluffy, and they're like suitable for the most, you know, basic to like dramatic looks. These lashes are just incredible, and they're the only ones I had in my makeup bag, so you know, I just had to make them work. So then I'm going in with the flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm just taking the black eyeshadow and just running it around the lower lash line. She didn't go for a nice smoky lower lash line, she just kept it very simple with a little bit of black eyeshadow, and then applied mascara to get those long fab eyelashes. Now moving on to the face, I'm applying a MAC highlighter on the high points of my face, so kind of like where you would apply your highlighter when strobing, and I'm applying it with a stippling brush and then packing it into the skin with a beauty blender, and this is just going to give your skin a lovely glow to make it look like you're glowing from within. Then I'm going in with foundation. I'm using L'Oreal's True Match foundation, keeping it drugstore, you know, and I'm just packing it on with my G30, I believe, from Blank Canvas. Then I'm taking my beauty blender and just packing the foundation into the skin to give that lovely flawless finish. Now for the under eyes, the makeup artist used Sensual Skin Enhancer for the under eyes. So what I did was I mixed a little bit of my BB concealer from Physicians Formula with a bit of highlighter, High Beam from Benefit, which gave me that kind of coverage like a concealer would, but that kind of highlight under the eyes. Then I went in with Benefit's Jump Rope and applied this where I would normally apply my contour to get that kind of shadow on my face. Now I had to use Benefit because it was the only pan stick I had, but if you have any other cheap drugstore pan stick, go ahead and use that. It's literally just to get the darker foundation where you normally contour, and then just pack everything into the skin using your beauty blender. Then to set everything in place, I'm just going in with a little bit of powder and just gently brushing it over my face to set everything in place, otherwise it will slip and slide all over my face by the end of the day. So I just wanted to make sure everything was set in place before I continued. To set the highlighter under my eye, I'm taking a little bit of NYX Mosaic powder, and this is a highlighting powder. It has a lovely sheen to it, and I'm just packing this under the eye, and this is going to set the concealer and everything and also give that beautiful highlight. Then I'm taking a bit of my Sleek Peach blush, and I'm just blending this on the apples of my cheek. And her makeup artist used a peach blush first, and then she used a pink blush on top of it. So I'm just going back in with a little bit of my Essence blush from the Cinderella collection and just packing this right on the apples of my cheek. And taking a white pencil liner from J Manual, I'm just going to line my waterline to really make my eyes pop. And then I'm going to fill in my brows. I'm using the Wet n Wild pencil to fill in my brows, and I'm using the end of it, the little spoolie, just to brush it out and to brush everything in place. If you want a more detailed video on my brows, I'll leave that linked in the upper right hand corner as always. And lastly, but definitely not least, I'm moving on to the lips. And for the lips, I'm using Chocoholic lip liner from Catrice. And then I finished off with a lipstick from MUA called Bear, which is a lovely creamy nude. Now, we didn't get to see what Kylie used on her lips, but it looked like a lovely creamy nude. So that's what I went for. So I really hope you enjoyed my take on the look. If you do recreate the look, you can tag me over on Instagram or Twitter or wherever it may be. I really hope you enjoyed this look, and I'm sorry for all the Kylie Jenner tutorials. I am obsessed, but I hope you enjoyed the look nonetheless, and don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye.
Be here. Why you crying? Why so many tears? You've been there for me, I've been there for you. Look in the mirror and think this through. Something as perfect and pretty as you. I never could leave